What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. This is Gran smoking it down live on a Monday night, the very first day of 2018. So happy New Year to you. Kingston, good to see you. High Speed, good evening to you, sir. Spectre Man, the suspense is killing me. What suspense is that, man? You don't like that countdown? What's going on, guys? Got a lot of work to do. Just have not yet started Arena. Got to get that going. Time to start building up some resources again after dropping everything I owned on Labyrinth. So Arena is the name of the game right now. So how was New Year's for everybody? Hopefully you have recovered from last night, ready to get the new year started off right today and tomorrow, the rest of the week. Gotta go so soon, Kingston. No worries, man. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Hey, Art of Chaos, happy New Year to you as well. Hi, Sammy. Pretty uneventful for me. Went to my mother-in-law's last night, watched a football game and a movie, came home, put the kids to bed, watched a show, listened to the fireworks outside as we were watching TV, and then went to bed about 12:30, something like that. So don't really get into the big celebrations or anything like that anymore. 2018 is already better than 2017. Well, that's good to hear. Must have been a pretty amazing day. It's been cold here, really cold. And my wife and I were talking this morning, and she said, today is the coldest day of the year so far. And I said, you need to stop and think about what you just said right there. Coldest day of the year so far. It also happens to be the warmest day of the year so far. Black Mirror binge today. Did the new season drop today? Or recently, I suppose? I know it was coming. I didn't know it was out already. We actually didn't finish the first season. Week or so ago? Gotcha. Well, 10 days to go until we'll see Medusa, get a shot at her. I'm pretty hyped about it. Also pretty eager to see the champion spotlight that drops tomorrow. Should be seeing what Sentry can do, or what he's going to be like, what his stats look like, and all that tomorrow. I think they'll do Sentry first rather than Void, but we shall see. At about 13.5 hours, I think, is what they usually drop at about noon or something like that on Tuesday, if I remember correctly. Noon Central Standard. Got myself a new 5-star from finishing Labyrinth, so that puts me at an uneven number of 5 stars for team usage. It's kind of annoying. I don't know how many of you guys are like that, but have to have an even a number divisible by 3 so you can have exact 5-star teams for Arena. What's up, Real Deal? Hey man, sorry I wasn't able to jump in your stream earlier. I was actually got to a point where I had some time to do it, and I jumped in there and you were just wrapping up, so, or at least you said you were going to wrap up. You were on Deadpool X-Force and said that was your last fight. I assume you stopped there, or did you keep pushing? Jody De La Rosa, thank you, sir, or ma'am. I'm sorry. Jody's kind of a man, can be either or, so apologize if I call you sir and you're ma'am, or if I'm saying ma'am and you're sir. Either way, thank you very much. What was the hardest fight? For me, was Electro was the most painful fight. Even though it wasn't really the hardest and it wasn't even the longest. I downloaded my streams last night so I can comb through them. I'm going to cut some fights out and post them as individual videos. And today I was looking back at it this morning, and I cleared 2 of the paths that I cleared. I cleared it in just over 4 hours, and the Abomination and Gilly fights were both almost an hour each. So it was pretty humorous to me that those 2 fights took a quarter of the time of an entire path. First, I thought you were saying Sentry instead of Sentry. Yes. I can see how that can get confusing. No worries, I'm a guy. All right. Good deal. So, sir was good at the first. All right. Well, good to know. I shall remember that now. Doing the rest off stream. Got boss down to 50% right now. Very cool. It's a nice feeling to be done. That's what I did Saturday. Started a path, did half a path, and then said, I got to get this done. I can't stream the whole thing. Finished that path off stream and thought, you know what, just gonna keep going. Did an entire another path off stream. It's nice just to have it done and behind you. Are you planning those shards for anybody specific? Medusa maybe? And yeah, I mean, real deal, if you want to talk more about future paths when you're ready, I'm more than happy to do that. But just one thing that I found, the Warrior, thank you for the sub. One thing I found, since your Stark Spidey's attack is over the 2,000 threshold, it's really much better to use a different team without the attack synergies. And even for your auxiliary champs, since it's only a couple of fights that you're going to be using them for, I think you save yourself in the long run just using auxiliary teams. Like a perfect block synergy team I found to be very helpful because it's safer to block and to parry on a lot of those, and it saves you a whole lot of damage taken, especially when you're fighting like Juggernaut, for example. So I cleared, what was it, Spider-Man, Guillotine, Abomination, Electro, all those with 4-star champions and rank 3 5-stars, and it was pretty painful. But in the long run, I'm glad I did use those champs instead of trying to throw an attack synergy on. How long have you been playing MCOC? Just over 2 years. 2 years in October it was. Miles 30% extended stun. Isn't affected by limber. Nice. See, because he's got a... I guess Stark Spidey has a special synergy there that allows him the infinite parry. I got the parries just for the having the perfect block, but yeah, I mean Miles on there gives you some attack too, right? Plus the parry. So that's really nice. And it sounds like that Miles parry might actually be longer than the perfect block parry that I got then. Only for Stark, right. Yeah, I knew that the Miles synergy was only for Stark. I meant that I don't know of any other synergies that give anybody that kind of 30% extended stun. Got my Ghost Rider up to rank 4 today. I'm unable to take him to rank 5. I am 5 Alpha Catalysts short of being able to take anybody to rank 5. The Alpha situation is pretty... It'd be humorous if it wasn't so frustrating. Let's see, there we go. So like right now I've just got to throw in 2 teams with 2 5-stars and 1 4-star, and then that'll let me run just 3 stars or 5 stars the rest of the way out. Luke Cage versus 5-star. Yeah, Rogue. She's not too hard. We can do that. So I'm interested, what are your New Year's resolutions? Any big plans for 2018? Downranked Ultron, is that Classic Ultron or Age of Ultron? Waken 4-star Stark Spidey, pulled 5-star Hyperion today. Nice! Both of those very good things. Still waiting for a Stark Spidey myself. 5-star Age of Ultron. Was he just, he's just not doing it for you, or weren't using him in Alliance Quest? Getting regen, oh man, the real deal, I'm telling you, he's so frustrating. I had a couple of fights that was just straightforward, perfect RNG. I used, my best one, I only used 1 revive, And then other fights, it was just like power gain and regen every single time. It was painful. Out of T2, opening 10 basics on the 3rd, kind of just in case if Iceman... Oh, yeah. I get that. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, I toyed with the idea of ranking up my Nebula. I'm glad that I didn't now. If I can get Medusa, I won't have a double immune, but I will have a poison immune and a bleed immune, which I think will be fine. But I was really tempted to going in, hitting those 2 fights in Labyrinth, but just do it. Use your special. Thank you. Planning on saving units, hoping they don't offer the Stark, or not the Stark, the Vision deal anytime soon. I gotta save up units for that, but I guess the first thing on my agenda is to get enough units to switch my Masteries back. What's up, DA Contest Legend? I'm back. Yep, gotta get some arena done. Be a little more casual now too, that there's really no content that I need to beat. I was really kind of frustrated with the game for a while there because Labyrinth was there just staring me in the face, unable to do it. So it's nice to have that done, and now I just need to worry about logging in for Alliance Quest, Alliance War, get some arena in. No pressure. No worries, just take my time saving stuff up, be ready for whatever comes next. Can't wait to see the Rank 5 Ghost Rider. Yeah, me too. I guess it's a good thing that I didn't have the resources to do it today, because I don't think I would rank Sentry. I don't know, maybe. If he just is amazing, I'd consider it. The problem is I've already got 2 Mystics at rank 4. I've got 1 Science at rank 4. And so those 2 also are ones that I would want to put Sig Stones in. And so if I were to get Sentry, for example, and rank him up, I'd have to take stones away from someone else. And I really like to have I like to be able to dedicate the Sig Stones that I get to the champions that I have at top, instead of trying to decide who gets what. But he's going to be a lot of fun. Sounds like a great place to be and a long way off, right? Just saving up. I mean, because there's got to be more content coming soon. There's going to be more special event quests. I imagine they will. I mean, there's been rumors and talk of Labyrinth 2.0, kind of things like that. So once everybody's got rank 5s, and then 6 stars are going to be viable probably in about 6 months or so. Labyrinth isn't going to be nearly the challenge that it used to be. So they'll come out with something else. I don't know if I have the discipline to save up, 15 to 20,000 units like Brian does, but we'll see. May save up a good amount and then just blow them on crystals. Make myself feel bad for a few days. Don't know how Brian does it. He's got some willpower. And not the mastery. I mean, I'm sure he's got the mastery too, but just got to clarify that in case anybody's confused. Have a couple drinks and summoner advancement is at 70. It doesn't even take that for me. It takes me staying up a bit too late and seeing other people in the alliance have, you know, pulling 5 stars out of the featured Grandmaster crystals, and it's like, just one, you know, just one crystal. Okay, well, that was a 3-star. Just one more. That's usually how it goes. And then before I know it, my units are gone. That's when you know it's an addiction. I mean, that's how smokers and who are trying to quit and alcoholics talk. Just one more drink, just one more cigarette. This is the last one, I promise. One of these days I'll remember at least to get one, you know, through fight 16 before I do a live stream. These fights are just annoying. It takes a lot more concentration to pay attention to what the AI is doing or not doing. There's always another one more. Yes. Exactly. There's always more 3 stars to be had for those $300 or 300 unit crystals. So, Dr. Dubes in the Alliance, he finished up Labyrinth the other day, or yesterday. So I finished Saturday night, Dubes finished yesterday, Cameron finished today. But he, Dr. Dubes opened a crystal, one of those feature crystals yesterday after finishing his run. And got himself a 4-star Modok, so I thought, oh man, I should try that too. Yeah, 3-star Kamala Khan. Yeah, I don't mind. I wish they would throw in more 565s and 455s during the regular. So I don't mind the, you know, how buffed the opponents are. I just get frustrated that the AI is so passive. I mean, they don't charge, they don't use specials. So if I'm trying to read the chat actively and fighting those fights, I take a lot more damage and lose more fights that way. And these ones right here are usually the toughest because I like to just go through the 5 stars from the bottom to the top. And by the time I get to these ones here, usually the fights are scaling a little bit higher than what my champions are scaling at this point. So yeah, like this Star-Lord here, if he doesn't cooperate and gets to his SP3, oh, there you go. Take that. I say if he were to hold on to the SP3, it would be a pretty much KO for poor Loki here. But Star-Lord is cooperating, so that was an easy one. Recoil is my friend. I think I'm going to go easy on this one. I don't want to deal with the Mephisto. Simple enough. I think I'm one team away from getting to 15 fights. One 5-star team away. So I end up having to use 550s on fight 15. And if he uses this, I will probably die. There we go. Let him regen, steal some of that power off of there. Or not steal, but make him use some of that power, keep him off the L3. I don't know which way would be better to fight him in a situation or scenario that actually mattered. Take the L3 or let him drain the power and heal up. Oh, actually, this will put me right at 15, right? That's 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. I was wrong. That'll put me right at 15. Doc 82, Labyrinth tonight. Should we do another path? Been experiencing a little bit of withdrawal in the last 40 hours or so. Shane 2, thank you. Thank you, brother. How was your Christmas and New Year's? Came a long way from rank 4 Storm Path 1 run. Absolutely. Reeler, good to see you tonight. Q-Bug, greetings to you as well for nostalgia. I'm going to need at least a week for nostalgia, Doc. Done with Labyrinth. Yes, finished up Saturday night. It's great besides the twins being sick. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, ours was pretty good. It was pretty laid back. Didn't really do much besides opening presents with the kids. Went to my mom's house for a bit. Had my mother-in-law over, but yeah, nothing major. Just kind of a laid back, relaxed Christmas and New Year's this year. What's up, Dubes? Just talking about you earlier, how you opened up that crystal after Labyrinth and got Modok, so you motivated me to open a crystal too, and blessed me with a 3-star Kamala Khan, so thank you for that. It was awesome. Carson Ferris wants you to go through every night. Thank you. It's a bit more exciting than just running arena, but I at least get to interact a little bit more on these kind of streams. Crimson Fog, congrats in Labyrinth. Be gentle on us in war. Ah, of course, man. I'm always gentle. I don't think we're in the same VG. I'm in 2, which I saw Kill his name in there. First time taking my 5-star Ghost Rider out for a spin though, so pretty excited about it. See how he does. I know he's great for Alliance Quest. Don't know how he's going to do for War, but I'm about to find out. Come on, get it. Ah, wore off right before I hit him with that blast from the L2. That stinks. Opened more afterwards. It didn't go so well. Hate those crystals. Yeah, every time I open one, I tell myself I am never going to open another one of these things again. I wish I had waited because I kind of need to reset my Masteries right now, and I don't have the units to do so. See, here's another reason you should be going for Medusa. If Thanos uses her every single time for Arena, she's got to be amazing. Lags has an AQ Ghost Rider video, pretty impressive. AQ Ghost Rider or AW Ghost Rider? I saw he posted one that was a rank up video for Ghost Rider, but I haven't watched it yet. Really, I don't usually watch the rank up videos because it's basically just ranking up a champion, so I know how that works already. AQ, but would apply to AW? Yeah. I mean, I know he's going to be great for Alliance Quest. I run the 4-star every single day. Release tonight. Gotcha. It's not Carson. Welcome to the stream. In Lags AW video, he only fights Jugs and Medusa with Ghost Rider. Nice. Yeah, I'll be fighting. They've got a magic on Bleed Immune. I'm sorry, not Bleed Immune, but on a Bleed node. Which, the last several wars when I've had a magic there, I've just brought Archangel in, taken the bleed damage, and was able to take her down really easily. And I toyed with that this time, but got a rank 4 Bleed Immune now. Gotta get him in. I'm anxious to get him out for a test drive. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Storm on Thanos' team. She must be OP too. Alright, one more round. One more round and we'll be out of the Kang and Thanos cycle here. Actually, I'm just gonna take a minute and hit the help button and clear out this stuff at the top. Do you run Mystic Dispersion? I usually don't. Right now I am not running it. I'm still running the Mastery setup that I ran for Labyrinth. But I probably will start running it again, but I only ever run 3 points in Mystic Dispersion. I've not unlocked the final 2, and I don't have plans to unlock them, because I like to use those points elsewhere. But now that I've got 2 Mystic rank 4s, I might as well run it. And I found myself in a situation like this last war, fighting a Juggernaut on Limber with, he's got, what is it, Kinetic Reactor, and then I had Plagued Mind, which drains my power. That Mystic Dispersion would have come in pretty handy for that. What's up, Cam? Congrats again on the Labyrinth completion clear. It's pretty awesome with Hyperion, man. I have a friend who has a Hyperion at rank 4, and he was he did not want to try even the easy path of Labyrinth with Hyperion. So I don't know if anybody else that's done it with him, much less 100%. Man, Storm, 2 fights in a row. It's amazing. 2 rounds in a row. Awesome and exhausting, I bet. There's got to be some god-awful fights. I mean, just long, long fights. No, give me my fate seal. It's going to be forever. Even if I do get Medusa, it is going to take so long to get her ranked up. I'm still 5 alphas short of ranking up Ghost Rider to rank 5. I'm going to need 16 more alphas plus the 5. So 21 more alphas to get both of them ranked where I want them. Captain Morgan Gaming, what's up? Staying, high-ish prestige, immunity, regen, DPS, pretty happy with him. I'll use a mutant rank up gem and then down ranked. That's what Ronan did with Ant-Man. I don't know if he's ranked him down yet or not, since he's probably gonna. Well, never mind. Ronan's prestige is sky high, so that didn't affect. I'm sure that didn't affect his prestige at all. So he could downrank him anytime. Captain Morgan, did you finish up Labyrinth too? About the same time as Cam. Well, awesome. Congratulations on that. Feels nice to be done, doesn't it? And you kind of got to figure out what to do with your life when all the rest of the content in the game is cleared already. Mandap Bista, how long does T1 Alpha stay in overflow stash? 13 days. Everything in the stash is 30. Well, I shouldn't say everything, because there's a few things like arena boosts that don't last so long, but the catalysts all last 30 days. Three basics, got DD Flicks, Jane Foster, and Angela. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't open any after Labyrinth was done. I noticed after I stopped the stream, I went back into our Alliance tab and checked it out, and about 10 minutes after I finished the stream, somebody popped the 5-star Luke Cage. I'm like, that was mine, just waiting on me. I would have had him again. Come on, dude, get off your block. $90,000 for Sentry. Sadly had a Luke Cage dupe in Alliance today. Hearts fled to the victim, and we're all close to him. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's inevitable. You're going to get him. I'm going to get a 5-star She-Hulk someday. So I'll find out here in the next couple of days. I'll have to make a decision whether or not I'm going to try to grab Sentry, if I'll pop a crystal for him or not. I've got 6 tries right now for Medusa. I think I can get to 7 in the next 10 days. I think that shouldn't be a problem. So I may go ahead and at least open 1 crystal for him, depending on what he looks like, and what his abilities look like. $28 5-stars, only Cable as a mutant. Solo couldn't even abuse the rank up. I'm trying to think if there's a class in 5 stars that I'm low on. I think I've got 2 or 3 of each class. Seems like my 5 stars have been pretty even. How many units does it usually take to run through Labyrinth? 100%. No, it varies, but in your best opinion. If you play well and you have a champion that is capable of doing the kind of damage that you need to do in Labyrinth, then you should be planning for about an Odin per path. Give or take, depending on what you got in your stash and how skilled you are at the game. Open 2 to 3 basics, because all I want now really is Iceman for a 5-star roster. Hopefully I miss one from Sentry Crystals. Well, good luck to you. I would love to get an Iceman or Archangel. I don't have any way to awaken them, but I do have the mutant 3 to 4 rank up gem. Kind of wish I had got a Cosmic from that thing. Oh no, I busted it with a I was gonna try to steal his ice armor with my L1, but my first medium broke it. Oh well. Rank up from 5.4 rewards. Feel like I'm good on offense with Starkey, Blade, GR's utility. Oh, you got all three of them, huh? Mephisto, MODOK as defenders. Need a second utility. Yeah, I would not be too happy if I had to face a your Mephisto and MODOK on my path. Actually, Mephisto wouldn't be too bad as long as he's not on stun immune. Quake handles him pretty well. Yeah, I love my Quake. Love Quake. She's not really a rank 5 option, in my opinion, but I do like her a lot. Quake is amazing. Yeah. I agree 100%. Do like mechanics now that she's fixed. Used to run Thorns and Old Wars with her, so amazing. Alright, high speed. Seen a bit. Yeah, I wish I had known how to use her back in the day in the old Alliance War when I was running 4 stars. Because I ran Daredevil, Hawkeye, and it varied depending on which nodes I was hitting on the third one. But that would have been nice to have Hawkeye, Quake, Daredevil. But back then I really didn't know how to use her well. I just ranked her up for prestige. Oh boy. Man, anybody else tired? Gotta get up in the morning, go to the doctor, get stuck with needles. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. I think she was my first Sig 99 550. Quake Gwenpool Magic. That's a beastly team. Yeah, she wasn't my first Sig 99, but she was one of the first half a dozen maybe, because like I said, I ranked her for prestige, so I just dropped all of my anytime I got a science sig stone, I dropped those on her. Going back to work tomorrow after 2 weeks off. Tired thinking about it. Me too. I took last week off, so been about a week and a half. Speaking of Labyrinth and such, The auto evade bug made me almost, yeah, dude, it was so frustrating. I had at least 2 fights that should have been solos. I was like pretty hyped about because didn't think they would be very easy fights, but then ended up getting auto evaded and punched in the face. It was glorious. Last path went for Rhino instead of doing Ultron again. I only did Ultron and Rhino once. I did Kamala Khan twice. Rhino was one of the ones that I should have soloed, but got caught with that evade bug. Between Ultron and Black Widow, almost crushed my phone at some point. I actually did not have too much of a problem with Black Widow and her evade. I mean, she caught me a couple of times, but it wasn't terrible with her. Said it a few times already, but I think that was I enjoyed that fight probably more than any other fight. Hype is already super vulnerable to auto evade. They evade you mid-heavy or while you're hitting SP2, you're done. Add to that the auto evade bug, and it was just, yeah. I was wondering how you would use his heavy attacks in Labyrinth. It seems like you wouldn't be able to do very many of them, because it's pretty hard to, I would think, counter a heavy with him. I run him in Alliance Quest, and I never chance a heavy, unless it's a champion that I know that I can get out, like Luke Cage. I know pretty much where I can stand at the end of his L2 and hold the heavy. Once he starts it off, just dash back a couple of times, hold the heavy, and release it once he quits. But if I try that on the L1, he gets me every time. First and third run were okay. Second run, she auto evaded so many times, wanted to quit. Talking about Black Widow again. Jugs is a breeze. He's another one that should have been a solo. I cheated though. Brought perfect block team in. Just let him hit my block all day long. Be surprised how defensive AI gets when you stun them against the wall, no matter how short the stun is. You're talking about like the L2 stun, right? Not the parry stun? Yeah, I saw that 565 blade. Legacy posted a video of his 565 blade against Star-Lord. And yeah, after seeing that I was like, nope. I'll keep Star-Lord. The number of hits it took him to down that Star-Lord with a 565 blade I thought was ridiculous. Like, I do it in 300 hits. Done. Without danger sense, he loses a ton of damage. What is it? Like 60% increase on his damage for that? Even with it, takes about 450 to 500. That's not bad. I think with Star-Lord, it was 200, about 200 hits for the lower health champions, and about 300, 320 for the 3.2 million health, if you could maintain that combo. Somebody asked earlier what was the most difficult fight. I said Electro. After fighting with AV here, I might change that. The Agent Venom fight was pretty frustrating. Just could not get the timing down. Basilio, what's up? Just trying to knock out some arena before I have to hit the hay tonight. Not really sure. All I know is that I did Maestro with max courage, always on 49% HP, 7,600 mediums, almost 4,000 lights with him. Any other dimensional vision? Is Maestro a dimensional? Oh, dimensional villain. He's a villain, so yeah, that works on him. What's up, John Wesley Thomas? Yeah, I am. Like I said, I'm gonna cut out some videos and post them. And one of the ones I'm gonna post is it's just gonna be a short video of the final, the last time I fought Vision, Classic Vision, and probably like the last 60 seconds of that fight, maybe. Once I got him into assassin range, it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I finished him off with an L2 that did 160,000 damage, plus applied shock, which did about 4,500 damage per tick. And that was, I think that's the highest, at least that I was paying attention. That's the highest damage that I got on any fight out of him on an L2. What's up, Alex42? Yeah, it was a 36,000 on the first hit of the L2 and 120 on the second hit. What's the auto evade bug? What's happening? It's just where the AI evades. I mean, it registers as an evade, but the AI, the opponent doesn't actually evade. They just immediately hit you. There's no backwards movement. It's just evade and then immediate punch, all at the same time. So there's no way that you can stop your attack, parry, respond in any way. You just get hit. Well, it hasn't always happened on everybody. It was very common with Spidey for a long time, and then they fixed it with Spider-Man, but it's back now, especially with evade champions, but it's also happening with just the built-in Labyrinth evade. Highest L2 is 47k, 47k, 50k, hit the cap on the third, nice. Were you running Assassin? See, I was not aware that Assassin could bypass that cap, but it can. I was pleasantly surprised. I actually did not have a problem with Miles. That's a fight that I think would be frustrating with anybody but either, I mean, like a Gwenpool that can reduce ability accuracy, or with Star-Lord, because he's bugged right now, so he's not getting the resistances that he's supposed to once his evade charges are gone. But I found that fight easy. I did have to revive once because I messed up, but I played very, very conservatively until his evade charges were gone, and then never used a special attack. And easy. Yeah, I mean, Miles with Hyperion, I imagine, was terrible, because, I mean, he's got to be evading like crazy. Spent 3,500 units I had saved for 4-star Modoc, basically. Saw some Blade videos and thought, what does it even matter? Just want Blade. Got him as a 3-star. You just need a Ghost Rider. Throw the that 3-star Blade in there with Ghost Rider and run Ghost Rider. I know that's not what you're looking for. For Alliance Quest, yeah. When I first got my 3-star Blade, that's all I've got. I mean, I've got a 2-star and I've got a 3-star Blade. I don't have the 4 or 5-star. So I ran the 3-star in my Alliance Quest team just to test out the synergy with Ghost Rider, and it works very well. I may do that again now with the 5-star on the next time. I just need a poison immune for 2 fights at the very end of the path, so I'd be running 3-star Blade, 5-star Ghost Rider, 4-star Iceman, or Hyperion, one of the 2. And you're done. Congratulations, a real deal. Gonna do 455 Gwenpool, 550 Star-Lord, 550 Archangel, and Ant and YJ. Well, why would you bring 550 Star-Lord on that team? If you got a 455 Gwenpool, I'd leave Star-Lord at home. Just Gwenpool, Archangel, and then bring your attack synergy team. Brought in Archangel, worked better than Hype. Crap, Awakening Gem. Did you get a Science? Seems like that's like the most common Awakening Gem that people get after finishing the first path of Labyrinth. Now, I brought X23 and Archangel. Not X23, I'm sorry. Gwenpool and Archangel for that Spider-Man fight. Ended up using Archangel more. I think I tried Gwenpool twice, 2 or 3 times. It just, I kept getting an auto evade at like right at 50 hits. And did not go well. But that fight, I think, was still much faster than Abomination and Guillotine. Third Cosmic. Yeah, that sucks when you got so many of them. Because the Mutant Crit team with my 3-star mags doesn't work. Figure I just take Star-Lord because I do enjoy Labyrinth with him. That's gonna be tough. So you need to get 4-star Magneto or a 5-star Magneto. What's up, Santosh? Down goes Storm. Oh, you ranked her down, huh? Who are you taking up in her place? Pumped out this new event quest, man. Got a bunch of new champs. I'm ready, dude. Alright, congrats, Menace to Society. Congrats on the new champs. Always fun to get new champions. Spidey X23 lane was awesome. Brought in Blade for Magic, Spark for Blade, AA for X23, GP for Spidey. Very cool. There were, I can't remember which path, because I ran so many paths like Saturday. But one of those paths I did, I think I only, because I went in with 52 revives, and I had half of them left when I was done, so that was a good path. It went really fast too. I think that might have been the Spidey path, the Miles Morales path. Really use my 4-star Gwen. I play better with the Electra, so it's going to be a long path. Need a bug to be fixed that won't be. 3-star Magneto with 5-star blue Cyclops works. With 5-star red, it doesn't. I'm just wondering why you're using the 3-star Magneto, though. I mean, you're missing the 4-star or the 5-star then. Get a new offer. Did you pass? I passed on them, man. The only thing in those offers that I really wanted was the Tier 1 Alphas, and I've already spent enough money in the last couple of weeks with Christmas and getting through Labyrinth and stuff, so was not really appealing. Unduped Star-Lord, Ultron, Nebula, Green Goblin, which to take to rank 4. As a 5-star? The only ones that I would consider would be Ultron or Nebula, and even those I would hesitate. I was on the edge of taking up my 5-star Nebula to rank 4, but I'm glad I didn't. Awakened Archangel, Star-Lord, and brought Hyperion to rank 5. Congrats. That sounds like a good addition. Good addition to your team. Don't have a 4-star or 5-star Magneto. And you don't have the double Yellow Jacket Ant-Man team, whatever it is. Two Yellow Jackets and an Ant-Man, or two Ant-Mans and a Yellow Jacket. You can use a 3-star Ant-Man on that team. If you got a 4-star Ant-Man, 4-star Yellow Jacket, 3-star Ant-Man. Ultron and Red Mags are your unicorns. Yeah, I just finally got my unicorn a couple weeks ago. Mr. 4-star Superior Iron Man. Y boost attack to 17 versus 12. Yeah, but if you're not getting that with the 3-star Magneto, then why wouldn't you use Ant-Man? I mean, you could throw Ultron, or yeah, the YJ and Ant-Man team with Ultron. That gives you some crit. Of course, you'd have to drop Archangel. But with Gwenpool, what do you need with Gwenpool? Just 2 synergies? You have Ultron as a dupe 5-star? Dude, rank up your Ultron. That's right. Rank up your Ultron and bring the Ant-Man synergy team with Ultron. Knock out Abomination and Guillotine while you're at it. Bet it feels good to be done with Labyrinth. It does. Kind of have a hole in my heart now, though. It's been 6 months. I've been aching to get back in Labyrinth, and now it's all done. Nothing more to do except for Arena. Have an Iceman 455 take against Agent Venom, A-Bomb, and Gilly. It's not a bad option. I was not aware that they fixed the issue with Iceman taking Incinerate in that fight. I just remember Brian going through that path, and Iceman was taking the Incinerate damage at that point. So he was not even an option for me. Didn't even cross my mind. Feel exactly the same, mainly because lack of T1A is right. It's pretty bad. How much longer are you streaming, Gran? Probably another 20 minutes. I got to get up early in the morning. Got a doctor's appointment, so can't stay up too late. But I've had gotten no arena done today, so I needed to jump in here and do something. Put a dent in it at least. Chapter 6, all attacks are unblockable. John Doe, what's up, man? Giving me Blue Cyclops flashbacks from Labyrinth. I know everybody says he's one of the harder fights in Labyrinth, and I agree, but he's a different kind of hard. Like, Agent Venom was hard just because he couldn't get the timing down, and just that Incinerate was just very difficult to keep off of you. Black Widow was difficult because it just, I mean, you just had to be 100% focused on when you could hit her, when you can't hit her, trying to bait out heavy attacks, push her over that L2. I mean, those are hard fights, but like Cyclops was hard just because I kept screwing up. So he was frustrating because I should have done better on him. Kind of like Cyclops in Labyrinth, aside when he stopped being intercept friendly on the second encounter. Yeah, he just, it was little things like, I know he's unblockable right now, and yet for some reason I just tried to parry him. You know, just stuff like that I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm doing it anyway. Or, you know, I can evade his L1 easily, never have a problem with it, but for some reason right there my thumb slipped and I got caught with the tail end. You know, it's like stuff like that it shouldn't be difficult to not get hit by a champion. Most of the time you're just evading and countering his L1. I mean, you can push him in the corner, hit his block to push him over the L1, and just bait and parry it again, or bait and counter it again. It should be a straightforward, fairly simple fight, but just the number of mistakes, just raw mistakes that I made in that fight was frustrating. Fun fight because it's so fast-paced and high-risk, like Vision. Yeah, Vision was fun. I like that one. Old Man Logan, no, he has a two-part heavy. Always fall for it. Exactly. You gotta say it out loud when you're fighting him. Do not counter the heavy too early. Loved classic vision with Sparky. Fight was ultra fast, literally dodge. 4 hits, backflip, dodge special. Yeah, I didn't have too much problem. I mean, the OG Vision fight, I died several times on him, but it was usually right at the beginning of the fight when I'm just being very conservative, trying to make sure I get my power meter up, baiting his specials out. But once I got past a bar and a half of power, it was just, you know, straight up evade, counter. What's up, Quick Shot? 13th time? Why did you fight Doctor Strange 13 times? I actually did not find Doctor Strange hard. I found him to be frustrating because I was doing so much less damage against him than I was on other fights. Because his armor is so effective. Like 200 hits, and I'm like 45% health off of him. And most other fights, I'd be down. I'd have maybe 45% health left on a champion. Worst fight aside from the BS1s, X-23 and Spidey was definitely Ultron with the evade bug. Terrible trash puke. I didn't have a problem with Ultron. He cooperated pretty well for me. Yeah, Agent Venom and Electro with a 4-star Gwenpool were my worst. I was kind of dreading the Rhino fight because I was thinking this is going to take forever if just the second part of my L2 is the only thing that's going to be doing damage. But I forgot that crits bypass the resistances there. And so I mean, even without a crit team, I was getting a very consistent crit rate with Star-Lord. So he actually went pretty fast. So interesting to compare because basing on roster, fights are completely different. Yeah, they are. And if I were to go back in with the 455 now, it would be completely different too. I mean, just being able to select my synergy team, whatever synergy team I wanted to run, was huge, I think. Made a huge difference. Hey, Nightmare. Good evening to you. Labyrinth with magic. I would not want to do it with magic, Quick Shot. I think if I ever rank up Spider-Gwen, though, I'm definitely going to go back in and hit Juggernaut. Wouldn't take too much to get to him. Basically, I mean, you go through Star-Lord, Jane Foster, Vision, a Golden Symbioid, and that's it. You get to Juggernaut. It'd be easy, pretty simple to get to him and test out my theory with her unblockable heavy, or unstoppable heavy. Yeah, I just wait till you get a rank 5. I mean, unless you're planning on taking magic to rank 5. Jugs, Captain Morgan, Jugs was easy for me. That's another fight I'm gonna post. I used 2 revives because I went in first fight with very low health. I didn't anticipate lasting that one, and then used 1 more revive, but I also had the full Guardians of the Galaxy team, so I had like 7 perfect block synergies. So I could just sit there and block and parry the entire fight and throw the heavies. Juggy took a ton of hits with my 565 magic, but that fight was so easy with her. Took 2 revives due to him evading in the middle of L2s. Nice. Easy with Hyperion because of his massive health pool, and that physical resist gets him from cosmic charges. 2-shot at him. Yeah, it was definitely fun. I had a lot more fun in Labyrinth than I thought I would. I thought it was just going to be grueling and painful, and I was going to be happy to get it over with, you know. And of course I'm happy to have it done, but I enjoyed it. There were some fights that I'd rather not do again. I don't want to mess with Agent Venom again. But some other fights in there, I thought they were a lot of fun. $65,000 health. That is nuts. Jugs, 1 revive for you as well. Went to him while unstoppable and a distraction. I can't even remember why I died for him. I'll have to watch that one back. Is a 4-star Mephisto worth a generic or Hyperion? I would not use a generic on either one of those. But I think at this point, generics for 4 stars, that's personal preference. We're going to be seeing more and more 4 stars and 4-star Awakening gems. You know, my focus has really turned to the 5 stars, so when it comes to Awakening gems, I think 4 stars really isn't even a question. I mean, too much of a worry anymore. And Crip, 710. Oh, that's, I get it. 710 is the TIO. Encryption, thank you for the sub. It's a true challenge that requires skill, a little BS here and there, yeah. Still grueling. Yeah, I mean, it is grueling. It was taxing, taking a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of focus, but it was not just all BS. It was a lot of fun. With a champ without a decent heavy, Jugs is painful. Trying Sparky just for the lulz first time, couldn't reach him after his heavy. Imagine trying to do that fight with like Jane Foster. Might be interesting because you'd get the double stagger on her heavy attack, but actually hitting him with a heavy attack might be a challenge because her heavy is so short range. Favorite fight was Venom. That dude was so aggressive. Would you? I don't think you were in the stream, but would you agree with me on that, Cameron? He's aggressive, but he's also predictable. I mean, he's got a very standard charge. He charges either with 2 hits or 3, and once you recognize the animation of the second hit, whether or not there's a third one coming, you can plan for it and just evade twice and stop, or evade 3 times and stop. And most of the time, if you do that and just stand there, he'll throw his first special. One of my favorites was Venompool. I had one very good run against Venompool, and then got Thorns right in the middle of a combo. Five-star Gwenpool worth a generic Awakening gem? I think she is. If you like her, if you're going to be using her quite a bit, she's one of about a half a dozen that I'd consider the generic for. Is 5.4 easier than the Collector? I think it is. I found it to be easier. Venompool sucked. Copied power gain. Yeah, that would suck. I forgot he also copies any buff you get. He doesn't just get the random stuff. Part of the reason I 100% Labyrinth is that I had so many potions and revives prepared for 5.4 that after they were expiring because I didn't use them. Yeah, I was really shocked that 5.4 was so easy. Sin Banuelos, thank you. I think I will do that. $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Get Syl up on the screen here. Syl Banuelos. The $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Sorry to say, but that was hilarious. Surely hurt. Oh, you're talking about the Thorns mid combo? Yeah. Gwenpool, half the fights don't even make it past 30 hits on 5.4. Who is better at rank 4, Unduped Hyperion or Unduped Dr. Octopus? I think I would go with Dr. Octopus. Doc Ock. Although both of them are still very good unawakened. Yeah, the signature ability on Doc Ock makes, I mean, it makes a difference, but he's still very playable without it. The awakened ability for Hyperion to extend his buffs is super noticeable when you're actually playing him. Bafflang! Why was everyone so surprised 5.4 wasn't super hard? It was a Legends run for 1, and for 2, story mode is always like that. The last chapter is never the hardest. I'm trying to think of Act 4, and if that would be true of 4.4. 17 Furies, holy cow. Cosmic Supremacy, and did you use the Extended Fury as well as the Enhanced Fury? I mean, you gotta use one, I know, to get to the Enhanced Fury, but did you put more than 1 point in that? Act 4, I thought Chapter 3 with Jugs and boosted Rhino way harder. Yeah, definitely 433 Jugs was one of the hardest ones. He was the last fight that I had to do. When I 100%ed Act 4, 433 was the last one that I had to do. But overall, I mean, I know that one fight was one of the most difficult, but overall I don't know that 433 was harder than 4.4. Did not do the Fury Masteries? Really? Super expensive for me to switch offense. Yeah, I only switched it for one fight. That was the Electro fight with Gwenpool. Had to put on Deep Wounds. Very humble. Humility, I like it. I too am extraordinarily humble. Oh, that's my favorite line from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Anyway, should you max evade or 1 point on it? You're talking about dexterity. I would not bother putting any more than 1 point on dexterity. The only thing that 2 and 3 give you is a slightly increased chance to land a critical hit on the one hit following the evade, which is not worth it. As a matter of fact, it's so not worth it, I would be super happy, not even just for Mystic dispersion purposes, but I would not miss that dexterity buff at all if it just disappeared. Quick Hawkeye synergy, help hype to proc Fury or on heavies? It's a good question. I think it should, but that'd be interesting to test it out. I don't know how exactly you would test it, because you never know. I mean, even if it's increasing the chance, you never know. You could just have really good RNG on heavies without using it, and still get better Furies. Or more frequent. Did you rank down Star-Lord? DeMason, I did. He is back down to rank 4. And Ghost Rider is up to rank 4. I'm 5 Alpha Catalyst and 4,000 Mystic Catalyst fragments short of taking him to rank 5. You going for featured rank or a milestone? I'm just going to worry about the milestones right now. We'll see how it goes. Come Wednesday, if arenas are looking good and I feel like grinding, then I may push on. But right now, I just need to get my units back up. And the champs that are in that crystal that I don't have are coming up in arena soon, so I can just grind for them. Couldn't dupe my red Cyclops, which was the only dupe I cared for. You didn't get him at all in any of your runs? I really didn't care for that at all because I finished Labyrinth, Realm of Legends almost 2 years ago, and put my first Mutant, Cosmic, and Science Awakening gems in those 3 champions, which was a mistake looking back, but now it really doesn't make a difference. Doesn't matter in the long run. How many units you getting a week? Depends on if I actually feel like grinding arena or not. I'm no Brian Grant when it comes to farming units, but I can get I don't know, 12 to 1400 a week, something like that. Eight to 9,000 units in like 2 weeks? No way. I couldn't do that. That's way beyond what I can do. What is up? Quick Gaming? 5 Ronins and 2 Rhinos. Nice. Still think I will awaken and 455 Star-Lord best champ for Labyrinth. Yeah, I agree. I know there are other champs coming out that are good now and can handle Labyrinth, but I'm old school. I like Star-Lord. And as I've said a few times over the course of the last week, if his prestige was higher, if he was top 20 prestige, I wouldn't mind keeping him at rank 5. That is the only reason he was ranked down. Just started doing Path 5 for Labyrinth. Congrats. Good luck to you. Which, now is this Path 5 on the Infobot maps or your fifth path? Yeah, now that I used an Awakening Gem, like the generic Awakening Gem on him, I fully anticipate pulling Star-Lord on January 11th when I try to get Medusa. But I'm not going to be too upset about it. I said 20 more Sig levels on him is not a bad thing. Plus, he just cleared Labyrinth 100% at rank 5. If I had not used that gem on him, I would not have been able to do that. You know, so getting the gem and getting the rank down ticket just was all happened right at a good time to be able to knock that out. So no regrets at all on using the generic gem on him. Fifth path, your fifth path, and using Blade for nice. So what path is it, Quick Gaming? It is with Thor Jane Foster. Okay, so you're going to take Thor Jane Foster and then up and around to Vision. And then are you going to hit Electro on that path? Manda Bista, path to Kabam's headquarters. Tell him I said hi. Well, good luck. You will have a much easier time facing Electro with that blade than I did. I think the first thing I'm going to do when I have enough units is turn Suicides back on so I can actually enjoy grinding Arena a little bit more. Have to rank 5 Blade for Path 6 and 7. So you finished 5.4? Well, I'm assuming if you finished 5.4, you would have already had him at rank 5. Does Blade turn off Juggernaut's Unstoppable if you have the Mystic or the Villain synergy? Have to do Punisher 29 100%. Oh, dude, that's not much at all. Awesome. Has a chance to. Okay, gotcha. Oh no, this sucks. I'm going to be all the way through and not quite to that 1.5 million milestone. Just a normal one and under 60% HP seems to stop working. Right, not as enigmatic one, right? Gotcha. Just the normal unstoppable. Yeah, I mean, if you're running Labyrinth, and you can bring a 455 blade or a 565 blade, I think I would prioritize finishing 5.4, get him ranked up, and then go into Labyrinth. You know, I didn't want to deter you from the decision you'd already made, but it seems like if you can do that, you'd be saving yourself some resources and some time, which is a resource. Yeah. Riley Lopez, are you going to join the Omni Boy Band? No, I am not. Much too old for the Omni Boy Band. They haven't even invited me. I'm a little bit hurt. A little bit hurt by it. .565 blade, probably second best option for Labyrinth. Yes, I would say so. If you can run the villain and the mystic synergy with him, yeah, he's second best. Saw you're an officer. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you. I negotiated myself a fairly good benefits package for the officer spot, insurance, retirement, all that. Four-star Punisher with OG Thor, good for Alliance Quest. It depends on what map you're doing, Sanjay, and it depends on what path you're taking on that map. You'd have to be a little bit more specific with me. Omni is staging a coup against 4 Loki. I wouldn't call it a coup. Damn, this sucks. 18 million. I mean, 18,000 short of the 1.5 million, and I'm out. But this is... It's good to see, though, how much you can do in one full run. 1.482 million in one full run through. $10 minutes to go on that. I think I'm gonna go do Modocs medium, whatever it is. Hopefully, oh yeah, I should have enough energy to finish this one out. Run Modocs, go back and grab that last, that next milestone there. See some auto fight. You could potentially almost do a resource-free run with Blade, but most fights will take 1,000 hits. He's amazing for Maestro and a few others. Yeah, just, man, Captain Morgan, that's another reason I would love to have kept Star-Lord. I mean, it's not going to be so much worth it anymore to farm 5-star Sig Stones, I think, because they're going to be more common. But, I mean, when I was finishing a path, I finished a path in 4 hours and used about 30 revives or so. I could seriously see myself farming some Sig Stones with that, or at least running it until I find out if these mythical symbioids or adaptoids actually do exist. Because I only got the mystic one every single time they gave the signature stone, but there's one of them. I don't know which one it is, but the rumor is that there is one of them that gives like 30 T1 alphas. That would entirely be worth doing another Path of Labyrinth. Sparky is way better than Blade for Labyrinth. I'll take your word for it. I don't have either. I don't know. Have both Blade and Sparky at 455. Am I wrong in wanting Stark to be my first rank 5 choice? Just enjoy playing with him more and would rather he be main attacker in Labyrinth. Art of Chaos, I can't tell you that would be wrong. I mean, that's who Brutal chose. I guess it depends on how stringent your alliance is going to be with Prestige. Going to start 7 Loki Guardians of the Pearly Gates. Nice. There you go. Matt V. Drizzy, open 5-star basic or wait for God tier feature. That entirely depends on what you are wanting. I'm going for feature now because I have what I want, what I really wanted out of the basic. But for the longest time, I did not open any features because I only wanted to awaken Star-Lord. Now that he's awakened, I can save for feature. So that's just something you gotta determine, man. Hope Sentry is God tier and Labyrinth option with good prestige. Have materials 565M instantly. I hope he is too, but I don't know that I would rank him immediately because I really want to get Medusa ranked. I want to get Medusa and I want to get her ranked. Seen a video of the Cosmic one as well, and the one of the Tech. So they do exist. There is video proof. Gotcha. Gotcha. 30 T1 alphas and the one path I did got 1,500 5-star shards. Man, you guys are lucky. I did not get any of that. What's up, Boost? I wonder what the chances are then of grabbing one of those instead of the normal Mystic one. Finally maxed out Blade. Congrats! You finished out that 5.4 that quickly? Come on, X23. There we go. I should have read this node. Doing 100. Oh, she's got Safeguard. Oh my goodness, I hate Safeguard. I always reset the node if they've got Safeguard. Wasn't even paying attention. She's just gonna get all of this back. And, oh, her regen actually isn't that strong. Oh, shock damage. Thank you, shock damage. Goodness gracious. That was horrible. Alright, quick shot. Thanks for the link. I will look that up. Gran, how do you sneak that extra path to get to the final path? Oh, you mean Saturday when I started a path and then finished off stream? We were just sitting around the house watching TV. So I told her, said, I gotta get this done by the 3rd. So I'm just gonna, if we're gonna watch TV, I'm gonna be grinding this all afternoon. And she was okay with it. Yeah, I'll check out that that link. Only 10 hits. Man, that was super quick gaming. You have your name for a reason, I suppose. Yeah, now go hit Labyrinth. Go knock that out. Matt V. Drizzy just opened a 5-star basic and pulled She-Hulk. Was in between Gwenpool and Spider-Man. Sorry about that, man. That sucks. Spite and bleed vulnerability. 200% more damage. It's only a 4-star. Not Art of Chaos. Yeah, I got early awake too. I got to finish this up myself. But I want to hit that last milestone. One more fight in arena. What's up, B-Manny? Sorry I didn't catch the tail end of your stream there. Always good to see you streaming, though. Of course he evades it. Carson Ferris saved all my gold to rank up and ran completely out of ISO. I've done that one time. Ran out of ISO. But just keep grinding arena. The ISO builds up very quickly. You'll get it back. Cosmic One has Cyclops' special one from just skimming through the video again. Don't know if he has extra evade on top of Labyrinth evade. So here's a thought though. I wonder if that resets. Does the symbioid reset every time you enter, or do you actually have to finish the path for it to reset, like your revives and stuff on a map? Because if it resets every time you enter, you could start a path, get to the symbioid. If it's the mystic one, quit, go back in. If it's the alpha one, then you continue through it. Because I think just about every time, I mean, those symbioids all occurred right in the same area of the map for me. So if I were to go like Star-Lord, Jane Foster, it would be like the next one. If I was doing the outside path, it would usually be right before Unstoppable Colossus. Anyone in the Loki family got 4-star, 5-star Kang? We got several, at least. Well, I know Quickshot, and then somebody else, right, got 4-star. I think there were 2 or 3. I know Ronan. Yeah, you're mentioning Ronan got from Labyrinth, but I thought somebody else got them. Was it Max or somebody got one from the Crystal as well? That's right. Yeah, Ronan got Max Sig from duping him, but I thought Max or somebody else got one. Yeah, Ronan finished in. Was it 300 or 500? I thought it was the first 500. It was 300. What do we got here? 1 minute. 1 minute left. Come on. You did get a 4-star. Congrats, Quick Gaming. First 300. Okay. Yeah, no, he finished it because we were in a previous alliance together when he did it, and he finished it like right before they reached the 300 because they had posted. He was racing through it, and they posted in the forums that there was only so many left, and he raced through it to finish it. I don't know how close he was to the cutoff, but I'm sure it was pretty close. $14 seconds. Oh, yeah, okay, I only need 2. I was going to say the third one was like 3.5 minutes. But we already have Wolverine here. Grand Scheme, which new champ are you hyped for, and who do you think which will do LOL like Blade? Can't really say because we haven't seen any of the abilities yet. I hope Sentry is good, but personally right now I'm saving for Medusa. Going for her. I trade most of my unit for energy refill and cores. It's not a bad idea. I mean, you're going to use those units anyway for those things, so all of my trades except for one went for revives for Labyrinth. The very last thing I traded one greater gifting crystal because I wanted to get at least one. Nice option. Have her as a 4-star. Yeah, I don't even have her as a 4-star. I've got her as a 3-star, but I want to rank 4 poison immune, and I already have Quake, and she's got a synergy with Quake. So it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have her there. Get at least a critical damage synergy out of her, and have a poison immune and a bleed immune with Ghost Rider at rank 4 for questing. That'd be nice. Open it for Medusa. She comes back on the 11th. So 9.5 days from now. Exactly. Well, 18 minutes less than exactly, I should say. Sold 4-star Hyperion today. Mild Boners. Nice name. Why in the world would you sell your 4-star Hyperion? Question is, what is King Groot immune to? He's not poison immune, which is kind of odd, but he is bleed immune, and he shrugs off other debuffs very, very quickly. Alright, up to 130 units, almost enough to change my masteries. I'm at 97.5 on my 5-star shards. 3-star hood, nice. He's immune to my rank up consideration, so painful to use him. Oh, yeah, I still don't understand, because his prestige is not outrageous, is it? I don't understand why Brutal ranked him up. Alright guys, well, that's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to have to head to bed early. Got to get up early for a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So, thanks for hanging out with me and grinding some arena, keeping me company while I grinded arena. Grinded arena? I think it's grinded. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a great night. I plan on streaming again tomorrow night. So, if you're available, I would love to hang out with you then. Until then, this is Gran Kahonu smoking it down. We'll catch you later.